Hello everyone, welcome to Elite Weather. My name is Mr. G, your meteorologist, and we have another weather forecast ready for you guys today. Is we're going to talk about what we're going to be seeing for the remainder of the afternoon here, and we're going to be looking at some more severe weather across the southeastern U.S. So we got big thunderstorms right now moving over Georgia and South Carolina, so Charleston down to Savannah and eventually down maybe towards Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to start to see a big line of severe thunderstorms through that area right now. There is also a tornado watch in effect across that region as well, but no reported tornadoes as of yet. So our city of the day, or at least our area that we have on camera today, is Panama City Beach, Florida. So a beautiful day out there along the Gulf Coast. We're not expecting any thunderstorms across this region over Panama City, Florida. Maybe later today there might be some thunderstorms brushing by, but for the most part things will be clear to partly cloudy over across that region. But a beautiful day to get out there and enjoy the Gulf of Mexico. So enjoy that for you guys out there today. So now let's move on to the rest of the forecast. Take a look at our maps, and we can look at that severe weather taking place down across the southeast, as well as thunderstorms and severe weather beginning to develop across the state of Texas and the southern plains yet again. So here we are looking at what's taking place across the southeastern United States, and we have a line of thunderstorms moving across the southeast, Charleston, South Carolina, and Myrtle Beach, as well as down through parts of southern Georgia. We're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms near Macon, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia as well. We're going to be seeing the severe thunderstorms making their way across that area. So we are looking at some damaging winds. You can see the outflow from these thunderstorms is our main shelf line here, or shelf cloud. If you were looking at this line of thunderstorms coming at you from the northwest headed towards the southeast. So if you're looking at this storm from, say, Savannah or Jacksonville, you would see the main shelf cloud out ahead of this thunderstorm as it's making its way toward the south and east. So get ready for that quick hitting line of severe storms, as we do have a tornado watch in effect across the southeast today. So South Carolina, Georgia, South Georgia, as well as eastern Alabama, we have the potential for some isolated tornadoes. Northeastern Florida, around Jacksonville, that threat persists. And out here over north central Texas, we have a tornado watch in effect, and we have a severe thunderstorm watch there near the Red River Valley on the Texas and Oklahoma border. So Dallas and up to Wichita Falls and Lawton, Oklahoma, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm watch at this time. Alright, here is your severe thunderstorm forecast for this afternoon. So we have that severe threat from central Texas all the way to the southeast here through the southeastern Georgia, and we have a 3 out of 5 today on the scale for a severe weather threat today. So we are looking at a elevated severe thunderstorm potential here across along the Gulf Coast and into the southeastern U.S. So that's going to be severe thunderstorms for Tallahassee, Savannah, Myrtle Beach, Columbia, Charleston, Macon, Georgia, Albany, Georgia, Montgomery, Alabama, Birmingham, Huntsville, as well as to Jackson, Mississippi, and Gulfport, Mississippi, New Orleans, Shreveport, Branson, Missouri, we got southern Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, and so Texarkana. So anywhere across East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina, we have that pretty good risk for severe weather We're going to be expecting tornadoes and damaging winds, and large hail is also going to be possible, and heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding, as we're looking on average about 2 inches of rain from some of these thunderstorms across the Gulf Coast today in the southern plains. One other thing that we can expect to see, and we typically see these between the month of May and August, is derecho. And derechos are widespread, long-lived wind event associated with thunderstorms. These are typically, now this says 58 miles an hour, but that's actually a bit on the low scale as far as derecho. Typically, derechos are winds in excess of 80 miles per hour. So winds are typically in excess of 80 miles per hour, and we're going to be seeing a 400-mile damage path swath with those derechos, and 70% of all derechos occur basically during the summer months. So from May through August is when we typically see derechos, and they're more common here across the Midwest. We typically see in Minnesota, we see them over Wisconsin, Iowa, and across the plains, and then maybe Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. They're pretty common in the summers as well. So we also have those isolated severe thunderstorms popping off down here across Texas. So we're looking at some severe thunderstorms just to the west of Dallas, and we're seeing some to the north and to the east of Houston. So along the Gulf Coast here, so we're looking at some severe thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. So southeastern Texas and north central Texas, we're currently looking at some activity, and there's our activity over the southeastern U.S. as well with those severe thunderstorms. And we have the potential for damaging hail. So we have our greatest threat for large hail, 2 inch or larger hail. We're going to see here across central Texas through parts of Louisiana, as well as west central Mississippi, where we have the greatest threat for 2-inch diameter hail. So get ready for that, folks, across the southern plains. And we're going to still see some potential for severe thunderstorms tomorrow, although that threat will be a little bit weaker across the southeast mainly tomorrow. We do have an isolated threat that's going to extend across southern Mississippi, Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama, and all of across the southeastern U.S. through the Carolinas as well. So parts of North and South Carolina, but in Georgia and North Florida is where we're going to see the biggest threat for severe thunderstorms tomorrow, and damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornado is going to be possible yet again across the southeast. So now we have to talk about a nice pattern chain just in time for Mother's Day this Sunday. So we've been looking at the pattern where we've been seeing a pretty persistent trough over the east, and my mouth is just tripping today, and a ridge over the east. So we've been seeing the warmer weather over the east, but the much cooler weather over the west, and that has been fueling Colorado lows coming out of the Rockies into the plains, and has been providing the focus for that severe weather that we've been seeing over the last several weeks. But we're going to see a pattern shift where that warmer air is going to come from the west, and things will begin to get somewhat cooler in the east, but not by much. It's not going to be that significant of a cool down. And here are some of the weekend temperatures that we are going to expect across the eastern U.S. And we're going to still see those temperatures in the 80s through the weekend along the Gulf Coast. And we're going to see those temperatures in the lower 80s, but they're going to drop a little bit into the 70s as we head into the mid-Atlantic states. And we're going to see those temperatures fall back into the 50s in the Northeast, in the New England area as we head through the weekend. We're going to see those mid-50s for Boston, and we're going to see those temperatures begin to warm up across the upper Midwest here as that warmth that ridge begins to build across the Midwest, and we're going to see temperatures nicely in the 70s across the upper Midwest. So here in the Twin Cities, we're going to finally see a string of 70-degree days in our future, and possibly 80 by Sunday. So our first 80 on Sunday across the Twin Cities region here. So we're going to start to see that warmth begin to build up across the west. But it's still a little bit cold down here across southwestern Texas. As you can see there, it's a little bit colder than average here across that region, but we're still going to be seeing those temperatures in the 70s and 80s here across north central Texas, where we're going to see those, even though it's still in the 70s and some 80s, it's still going to be slightly below average. But we're looking at it nicely warming up here across the desert southwest, as we're going to see Phoenix hit some temperatures in the 90s, and as Las Vegas as well, we're going to see those 90s. The first 100 for Phoenix is probably within the next week away as well. So here is our forecast for the east this weekend. We're going to see some showers in the northeast as we head through the weekend. So if you are in like Cleveland or Detroit, we're going to see some showers on Saturday. We're going to see showers in the forecast on Sunday for New England, and we're going to see some showers in the mid-Atlantic down to New York. We're going to see showers on some showers tomorrow, and we're going to see maybe a shower again on Sunday. Scattered showers across the southeast as we head into your day Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday down along the southeast and the southeastern coast. We're going to see those showers again on Sunday. So not too bad of a weekend, but a little bit of a cooling trend through parts of the northeast and New England. Much warmer out to the west, and we're going to start to see things warm up nicely here across the plains. So finally a period of dry weather across the plains as well. So maybe I can go a few days without having to repeatedly repeat myself and talk about severe thunderstorms. So that's going to be a welcome change for the folks across the plain states that has been hit excessively hard by large tornadoes over the last few weeks. So a pattern change is going to be most welcome, and we're going to see those temperatures warm up quite nicely. So that is your weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. Thank you for watching me today. Leave your likes, comments, and subscribe. There won't be a video tomorrow because tomorrow I have finals to do. So that's going to be the last day of the semester, and then we'll hit the videos hard at the beginning of next week. And hopefully I'm not talking about severe weather and tornadoes every single day of the week. So, but until then, have a great rest of your week and the end of the day today. And I will see you guys all next week with fresh new videos. Bye-bye.